Hello and welcome into your daily card reading for Saturday, August 26th. We'll be doing the single card pull plus some oracle cards to see what messages are coming through for you from God, Spirit, the Divine. And let's go ahead and jump in. And today we'll start with our air signs. So hopefully everybody is navigating through Mercury in retrograde pretty well. Sometimes I know that can be a heavy energy, so hopefully everyone's been grounded and getting plenty of rest. All right, air signs. Let's see. Oh, the Fool. So this is about taking that leap and starting on that new journey and having the confidence and knowing that the divine has your back, that spirit has your back. Oops. And so yeah, just taking that leap of faith, new beginnings. And sometimes that can be as subtle as changes in your mindset. So it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm changing jobs or I'm moving into a new house. Some of it can be a matter of, okay, I'm getting rid of, like I'm done having this mindset. I'm starting on a new path. I'm turning over a new leaf there. Your Gaia card is thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. And so some of that is also, if the new thought is related to a relationship, maybe it's that, I'm going to let go of some of those old heavy energies that were keeping us in a place of friction. And I'm going to look at the beautiful thoughts, the loving thoughts, and that's what I'm going to focus my energy on, because, you have the ability to focus on either any of the negative thoughts running through your head or the positive thoughts. So focusing on the positive thoughts will help signal to the universe that that's where you want to be, and it'll help keep you at that vibration, that higher vibration. All right, your soul journey card, success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So like I was saying, in terms of having that feeling of success, tell yourself the good thoughts. Don't let yourself get trapped in negative mindsets where you keep repeating the same unhappy, negative message to yourself over and over, because that just signals to the universe that that's where you are, is that you're in these low vibration states. So focus on having that positive narrative. All right. So this was a timing card. I didn't have very many timing cards that I made. But this whole thing of like the success, and since it came up as a timing card, this says, once you let go of the past. So you'll have success once you're able to let go of that, step on this new path, let go of the past. I'll pull another one here. And you need to put in more effort. So some of that is, it's a matter of put in more effort into letting go of whatever negative things, whatever negative thought patterns are holding you back. So, this part here is matching in with the success. But overall, a very positive message in terms of taking that leap, and, you will be successful once you can break yourself free from those negative thought patterns that really aren't doing you any good. All right, next we are on to our fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what is coming through for you. The Hierophant. So that is, that guru, mentor type of energy. And it's also about that kind of conventional, structured approach. So it could be a situation where either somebody's approaching you, that they see you as being the mentor, the guru, or maybe there's a situation you've been struggling with and you need to find yourself a mentor or somebody to kind of help you through it. But this is about like traditional in the box thinking generally. All right. Peace. dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So this kind of goes along with the comments I was making before too about what are the, what are the stories that you're telling yourself. And those are the stories that are keeping you looping through certain patterns, because it's very easy once you've told yourself the same story so many times, it becomes a reality for you, whether it's true or not. So it's a matter of being mindful of what you're telling yourself. And some of it, when it's dissolving those thoughts, it could be a matter of, tapping into more structured type of thinking, like getting into a stronger meditation practice. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So these two are definitely going together. That you have denial issues, and if you want to bring about peace, you have to dissolve those issues. You have to get rid of those unwanted thoughts, those disturbing thoughts. This was a jumper card, try a new hobby, which, sometimes that's a matter of, you need to kind of break free of some of your routines to help you get unstuck. So let's pull another one, since that was a jumper card. Call in your spirit team to help you. So with this, especially the kind of strong message that's coming through here, since this is about that kind of conventional inside the box thinking that's causing you problems. And you're denying that it's causing you a problem. That one, you're denying that it's causing you a problem. And so, you're kind of stuck in some of that looping type of energy. So in order to get past that, you're going to need to dissolve whatever that is. So some of those disturbing thoughts or unwanted thoughts is related to this rigid structure, this conventional structure, and maybe some conventional ideas that you've had. And how do you break free from that? So call in your spirit team to help you. They're ready and eager and willing to help you, but you have to ask them for their help. So that is part of that, getting into that structured practice, of meditation. Reach out to experts, gurus, to help you build that meditation and that spiritual practice to help get you to be able to break free of some of these patterns. All right, so earth signs is our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have the High Priestess energy. So that's that, kind of divine feminine, inner wisdom, higher consciousness. That's kind of the female equivalent to the Hierophant. This is really encouraging you to draw on your inner wisdom there. So let's see what Gaia card comes out for you. Lost love, surrender, healing, and release. So this is, you're being called upon, to tap into your inner wisdom and your higher consciousness about this lost love scenario, and knowing that, holding on tight isn't going to change it. You need to surrender and release it if a situation has changed, and then work on your healing and having trust, with that inner wisdom, having trust in the universe that this happened for a reason. All right, let's take a look at the Soul Journey card. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So some of it could be a matter of, if you are looking at it with this lost love scenario, that you're holding on to certain beliefs or situations or people because you feel guilty about it. But if they're not part of your soul growth, they need to be changed or released in some way, shape, or form. So, they need to be helping you along your your journey. All right, let's pull another one here. Within 3 to 6 months. So that's, I put a few timing cards in here. I hadn't gotten to making all of them yet. And then Weeping Willow. Find sanctuary within turbulence. So some of that is that divine feminine, like that inner wisdom and that higher consciousness of finding that sanctuary, that idea of things are happening for a reason. They're happening for you to be able to help you grow. So yeah, it looks like within the coming months, there could be some changes going on, but lean into the change and see it for its growth purposes. All right, and last but not least, we have our water signs. So our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and let's see what comes through for you. Judgment. So this is about, kind of awakening to something, coming to a realization. It also has to do with like divine judgment and usually being favorably judged, but it's also kind of a little bit of that rebirth, because this is what happens right towards the end of the cycle. So you've learned whatever lesson, and now you're getting ready to almost like reinvent yourself or step out on a new path, because you've gone through what you've gone through and you've learned and you're growing and expanding. All right, let's take a look at the Gaia card. The Search. Feeling lost, confused, lonely. So this can also be a byproduct of, if you're getting to a point of, judgment where the cycle is kind of wrapping up, then it's like, but what's next? What do I do? So if the judgment is coming through, you may have learned that lesson, but then you're kind of stuck in that, okay, but what do I do with that now? So sit in the calm, and kind of try as best you can to release that need to control and have all of the answers. And just know that life is unfolding under, in divine timing. This card was Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So the Judgment card really has to do, as we're talking about like rebirth and that awakening, that's, as you awaken, you have more soul growth. So that's helping you to expand your consciousness and your awareness. And even this search, yes, it has that feeling lost and confused and lonely, but that quest for deeper knowledge, deeper understanding, is a very valuable part of your process. And this card is every choice is a brick in the wall. So no matter the choice you're making, sometimes the smallest of choices can be hugely impactful for your future. If you take wherever you are right now, and it's an interesting exercise to backtrack and think about in your life, what are all of the, dozens or hundreds or maybe even thousands of other things that had to happen in your life for this, for everything to line up perfectly for you to have met, if you're married, to have met your spouse or met your boyfriend or gotten that perfect job, whatever the case may be. Some of the times it's really interesting when you backtrack to say, think about how many things had to line up. So every choice you're making is building your wall, and what do you want that wall to look like? So even your choice to do nothing, if you have two big things, and it's like, do I do this? Do I do this? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to kick the can down the road a little bit. Doing nothing is still a choice. Like, you're still choosing to do nothing. So know that every choice you're making is going to have some sort of consequence. Some consequences are small, but own it, and make sure that you're being conscious and aware of the choices that you're making when you're making them. So As always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I hope that you found today's reading to be helpful. And there will be some additional videos coming out within the next week or so with the individual sign readings for the first half of September, since we're getting close there, as well as some of the is this your person readings. So if you want to make sure to be alerted when those new videos post, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.